Get the traffic moving again there.
Well, a lot of outrage about this next story. We first told you yesterday about Dr. Norman Spack. He is a pediatric specialist at Boston's Children's Hospital. This is one of the most respected institutions in the world. This guy is offering sex change treatments to children as young as 7 years old. 7. Joining us now with more is Brian Kamenker, president of MassResistance, which has been working to put a stop to this. Brian, thanks for being here.
Great to be here with you, Megan.
All right, so just so we don't want to mislead our viewers, he's not giving sex change operations to these young children. He's giving them drugs when they're prepubescent to delay puberty, and he's giving teenagers hormone therapy to stop the development of female sex organs and so on, the breast for women and so on.
He's doing this so they can have sex change operations later. As he told the Boston Globe, he claims, and he says that he can take a boy who would be 6'4" and turn him into a 5'10" girl. And so they actually do body mutilations. The reason they do these hormones is to stop the puberty so that the body mutilations will be easier in a few years.
Brian, we got more email on this. People are outraged that, I mean, parents have to consent before these children can be given these drugs. They say, look, I didn't know what else to do. My child was so miserable that he was suicidal, and this doctor helped. How do you respond to that?
Well, you know, they're getting a lot of bad information. Let's understand two things. Number one, the mental health profession in the DSM Manual 4, which we have a link to on our website, massresistance.org, calls this a gender identity disorder. This is a mental illness, and you have to deal with it that way according to the mental health profession, not mutilate a body. And the other thing is, this is a political movement. They are pushing this. We have on our website a pamphlet, you know, that was given to kids at my own kids' public school on transgenderism and promoting it, and promoting the organizations that promote it.
That's to me seems like a separate issue. This issue of this doctor giving these young children these drugs is really concerning. Is anything being done with respect to the hospital? Is the hospital listening to the objectors? This guy's got a clinic.
Yeah, I know. The hospital is shutting up on this. They're not talking about it. There's starting to be a lot of outrage. We started talking about this over a year ago, when we found out that not only did they have it, but that he's giving presentations at BDSM conferences, and the New England Leather Alliance is part of the conference that he spoke at. This is really radical stuff.
Is anything being done? Doctors, like lawyers, are held to certain standards of ethics. Has he been brought up on ethics charges for this, or is this fine under the medical standards?
The medical profession has unfortunately caved in to a lot of the political activism, and no, he hasn't, unfortunately, and we've brought this up a lot.
Wow. Well, he maintains that he is saving lives because some of these children are so confused they're near suicidal.
Well, yeah, you have to ask yourself, what happens when these kids grow up and say, I think I made a bad mistake,
right,
and they're sterile, and they've had their bodies mutilated? This is really, really demonic stuff, and I know that's a strong word, but it is bad, bad stuff.
Yeah. Brian, got to leave it at that because we're out of time, but thanks so much for being here.